Attachment types in Planning Center Services is a great way for you to manage files and make the Planning Center Services experience for your band and your teams the best it can be. Attachment types allow you to hide certain files from people who don't need to see them. In this video, I'm going to show you how attachment types work, how you can get them set up for your organization, and issues that you might come across when using attachment types. Okay, let's get into it. Hey everyone, I'm Joshua. I'm the creator of worshipresources.church. We help you discover and learn how to use quality resources that will make your church better. I put a link in the description below of all the Planning Center shortcuts. I hope you'll take advantage of this free download. And if you haven't yet, will you like this video? Just go ahead right now and click that like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet so you don't miss any of the new content we produce. Okay, let's get into attachment types for Planning Center Services. So the very first thing that we're going to do is make sure that our attachment types are set up. So under Plans, I'm going to click this gear at the top right and go to Services Settings. I'm going to scroll down and I can see attachment types here. And I'm going to make sure attachment types are enabled for the service that I'm using. We're going to use adult worship and they are enabled. Okay, before we go on, I want to make sure you know attachment types should only be used for files that you don't want certain people to see. So let's say you have an orchestra and you have all kinds of PDFs for all of your orchestra: flute, oboe, saxophone, violin, etc. Now you probably don't want your team to have to go through all of those files to find the file that's right for them. For instance, the saxophone player shouldn't have to go through all those files just to find his chart. So that's where attachment types come in. You can also use them for specific vocal parts, like if you have recordings for your soprano, alto, and tenor parts. You can assign an attachment type to those files so that they only see the part that they need. Okay, so I'm here under attachment types and I'm going to add a new attachment type for saxophone. And I'm going to make an alias of sax and I'm going to click accept. Okay, so now we have this new attachment type. So now I'm going to go to a song. And let's look for How Great Is Our God. Here's How Great Is Our God. It's already in our library. And I'm going to add the saxophone part to the key of A. So here's tenor sax, the key of A. If I click this pencil icon, I can see attachment types 2 selected. So I'm going to drop that down and I can see tenor and saxophone. Attachment types work based on the name of the file. So if you have a file with the attachment type in the name, let's say saxophone or tenor, then it's going to automatically assign that attachment type to that file. So you can see that this file has tenor sax. But I don't want the attachment type to go to my vocal tenor, so I'm going to uncheck that. I only want it to go to people who are scheduled to play the saxophone. So I'm going to click Save. Okay, so now you have to assign the attachment type to the position. Okay, so I'm going to go up here to Search, and I'm going to search for Band and Adult Worship. Under Positions, I'm going to scroll down, and I already have a position for sax. And I can see attachment types are for mix, horn. But I'm going to click on that and I want to add in the attachment type for saxophone that we just created. Okay, so now when I go to the song, How Great Is Our God, and I look under the key of A at tenor sax, I can see that the saxophone is... Okay, let's review. I created an attachment type called saxophone, and I gave it an alias sax. I uploaded a file with the name saxophone in it tenor sax, and I assigned the position saxophone to the sax attachment type. I hope you're following me. Okay, so now I'm going to go to plans. I'm going to go to my most recent plan, and I'm going to click in for needed positions. First, I'm going to click teams, and then I'm going to click the letter N on the keyboard for needed positions. And I'm going to add saxophone. I need one person to play sax. I'm going to press N again to get rid of that. And now I'm going to click on needed positions. I haven't ever assigned anyone to play sax, so I'm going to search for Walter, our favorite guy. There he is, Walter Reed, and I'm going to add one. So now Walter Reed has been scheduled as a sax player. When Walter gets his Planning Center invite, he's the only one that's going to be able to see the sax PDF because I assigned an attachment type to the position sax, and then I put Walter in that position. So now Walter's the only one who can see the saxophone PDF. Unless, of course, you're an administrator or your permissions allow you to see all files. Okay, we're going to go to one more song. I'm going to go back to songs, and I'm going to search for Because He Lives. Because He Lives, Amen. And you can see right here under arrangement that we have an alto demo, a soprano demo, and a tenor demo. I've set up attachment types for alto, tenor, and soprano. So when we upload a file that has alto, tenor, or soprano in the file name, only those who are assigned to those positions will be able to see those files. So I'm going to click the pencil, and I can see that there are 3 attachment types selected. Alto for vocal alto, keys, and piano. I have keys and piano selected because both of our keyboardists sing alto, and I want them to be able to access the alto demo MP3. Okay, just before we go, let's talk about if you're having issues with attachment types. Sometimes, if you have attachment types enabled, you accidentally upload a file that has an attachment type assigned to it, and then someone can't access the file that they need. When this happens, the easiest thing to do is to disable attachment types so that everyone can see all the files. So if you go up to the gear icon, under Plans, Gear, Services Settings, scroll down and then Disable. And with one click of the mouse, that will fix your attachment types issue. However, if you want to use attachment types, the way you can troubleshoot is to make sure they are enabled. Just go to the song that someone is having trouble with. Let's say it's At the Cross. Mouse over and make sure that attachment types say none selected. None of the attachment types are selected for this file. Then click Save. Once you make sure that all of your files are correctly assigned to their correct attachment types, then you can tell your team, sorry about that, you should be able to see everything now. Believe me, I've had that issue happen more than one time. Well, I hope this video was helpful to you learning how to use attachment types in Planning Center services. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below, or maybe you're using attachment types in a totally different way. I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. If you haven't yet, go ahead and like this video and click subscribe so you don't miss any of the new content. And I'd love for you to visit worshipresources.church today, where we help you discover and learn how to use quality resources that will make your church better. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great day. If I can help you with Planning Center in any way, just shoot me an email, joshua@worshipresources.church.